Yeah, I mean, she wasn't gambling with that much, really, because
Okay.
her party had done so badly in the previous elections, it didn't have a majority, and it just scraped one in a rather rickety coalition with a coalition partner. But still, it could have gone against her. It became clear quite early on in this very short election campaign, just 2 weeks, that her personal popularity was huge, and that she in her personal appeal, far outstripped her party.
Japan's very own Iron Lady has won a landslide in a general election. The country's right-wing Prime Minister, Sanae Takaichi, has said how being Japan's version of Mrs. Thatcher is her goal. Now she's won a great victory for her Liberal Democrat Party. Let's learn more from Richard Lloyd Parry, the Times Asia editor. Morning, Richard.
Hello, good evening.
We'd say Liberal Democratic Party, but it's a right-wing party, isn't it?
Yes, I mean, someone famously once said about the LDP that it's neither liberal, democratic, nor a party. You can quibble with all those elements, but it is the mainstream Conservative Party. It's been in power in Japan for all but 4 years since 1955.
God.
So it's really a very successful political machine, and it's been so successful and maintained its position by adapting. And its current incarnation under Sanae Takaichi, it is dominated by conservative nationalists who take very clear positions on, for example, they don't think that Japan has much, if anything, to apologize for in the Second World War. They don't believe in giving apologies for that. What the question now, having won this, literally a supermajority, more than two-thirds of seats in the lower house, is how far Takaichi is going to go through in enacting this ideology, or whether she's going to turn out to be more practical and pragmatic and just get things done.
But she's got a mandate now, and she took a risk, didn't she? Because she wasn't guaranteed this supermajority. As you say, they don't often have supermajorities. I don't think in Japan, do they? So this was a big gamble that paid off.
Yeah, I mean, she wasn't gambling with that much, really, because her party had done so badly in the previous elections, it didn't have a majority, and it just scraped one in a rather rickety coalition with a coalition partner. But still, it could have gone against her. It became clear quite early on in this very short election campaign, just 2 weeks, that her personal popularity was huge, and that she in her personal appeal, far outstripped her party. So, I mean, I was out following her campaign last week, and plenty of people were saying, no, we don't like the LDP very much, but we like her, and it's her we're voting for.
And Richard, I mean, the really interesting thing, I find this fascinating about her. She's got the appeal of, I mean, young people really, really like her. She sings. I think she plays guitar. Is she in a band or something? She's quite a different kind of politician for Japan.
Yeah, I mean, politicians, of course, often come up with these sort of rather fake, interesting facts about themselves, don't they? Yeah. Just to disguise their robotic ambition. But actually, Sanae Takaichi really was, as a young woman, a drummer in a heavy metal band. Iron Maiden are her favourites.
And they love heavy metal in Japan, don't they, Richard? It's a big heavy metal is a big part of subculture in Japan.
It is. I mean, there's a subculture for everything in Japan, but heavy metal is not insignificant. But this all sounded a bit fake. And then the South Korean president came over for a summit meeting, and afterwards they had the photo op. And I don't know if you saw it. They were both on the drums. He wasn't particularly good, but she was really good, playing some K-pop hits. So I think that's part of it. She is a woman, and that's rare enough. And whatever you think for politics, that's an amazing achievement in a very conservative patriarchal party, but apart from that, she's a bit unusual. She's a bit different, and that's what everyone said, on the campaign, that she feels like something new.
So interesting. Well, Richard, we'll see what she does. Before you're in Hong Kong, Richard. I should ask you the question because Jimmy Lai has been sentenced to 20 years in prison. Keir Starmer's visit to China as ineffectual on this point as widely predicted. I guess there's no surprise that he's been sentenced for 20 years, China showing no sign of moving on him.
No, he could have got a life sentence. Perhaps in the view of the Chinese Communist Party, 20 years is leniency. But as a man of 78, it's effectively a life sentence. So there's a grim sense of inevitability about the whole thing. And yes, plenty of questions for Keir Starmer. When he was in Beijing, he said that he had, quote, respectfully raised Jimmy Lai's case with Xi Jinping. It obviously hasn't had much effect.
No, I think we could all make a judgment what respectfully means in that context. Richard, great to speak to you.